Okay, next up, he is the marketing genius, the guru himself, the one, the only, Mr. Alex Ryan!
Sorry, I'm not. I don't need, and I've already done my safety week. Morning everyone, lovely to see you all again. Welcome to Big Steps for Small Businesses, the monthly marketing slot that we've done for 4.5 years here at the BBBC. My name's Alex, I run Marketing 101. This is my amazing team. Ian, who's in the room today, Joe and Angeline, and a few other organisations I'm involved with. We do marketing. If you've got something exciting that you want to launch or shout about, please come and talk to us. We can help you do that. Today, I'm going to go right back to basics. I don't think I've actually ever covered this at the Big Steps for Small Businesses. Something foundational, newsletter marketing, which it amazes me still how many people come to us, businesses established, that aren't doing a newsletter. It's really, really foundational, so marketers in the room, feel free to switch off. We're going to cover why newsletters and a little bit of how as well. So, apologies, I haven't learned all this, I'm going to have to look behind me. Why are newsletters still important? It's you when you come networking or run social media adverts or do some local PR, you get these leads. And what people always forget is that you can have the perfect campaign designed beautifully, you can target your exact demographic and get your advert in front of them, but it doesn't mean they're ready to buy at that moment. That timing is something that you can't buy. You just don't know what's going on in their life or their business. Maybe they're off to Glastonbury next weekend and they've just got nothing else on their mind except focusing on that. You just never know. So if they're not ready to buy at that moment, and then you never contact them again, you're going to lose those leads. So brand recollection is what newsletter marketing is great for. Even if they don't actually open your newsletter each month, that brand recollection is still there. They're going to have to see your email, they'll see your brand name, they're going to have to delete it. So when they are ready to buy, or someone says to them, I'm a musician looking for an accountant, they recall you, and you get that introduction. Builds brand authority and trust, so the content within your newsletter, really, really important. People don't want to see people just selling all the time. They want to see people giving something back, being part of their industry, proving that they know what they're talking about, and of course lead nurturing. So although when we talk about lead nurturing, we're often talking about automated email sequences, that kind of stuff. Just in general, a newsletter helps build that authority, build that trust, remind them that you exist. So eventually, out of the 99 people that join you, 100 people that join your website, one of them shops, the 99, that's the pot of gold that can convert down the line. Quick bit of data, average 40% open rate. People think that newsletters are rubbish. This is the last 20 years average, 40% open rate. So they do get opened. 2.4 to 2.8 conversion rate, so from people on your list into actually paying customers, and that's for B2C and B2B, not e-commerce. We haven't really got much e-commerce in the room. People that come from social media posts, because it's a quick post, they spend a quick bit of time on your website, because they're in that kind of speedy consumption mode. Once they've read your email and come to your website, they spend almost 3 times longer on your website if they've come from an email. And you're twice as likely to convert someone from your mailing list into a client than you are a non-subscriber. So the data is all there. This is the Marketing 101 method. I developed this a while back. I was trying to think of what makes a nice newsletter. And non-salesy is the key here. So we do 3 key things, 3 sections on your newsletter. The first one is some good news. We'll cover these in a bit more depth. The second one, something sales-ish. Ish is the important word. And then the third one is credibility and validation, so proving that you know what you're talking about. Those things, and then a nice strong call to action. Core CTA. In marketing, we're always talking about what is the next best click, or the very best click that your customer can make. So that's your core CTA. It might be book a call, inquire now, shop now, those kind of things. So we'll look at those in a bit more detail. I'm not going to read all these out. We're filming this and I'll send the slides around. Jim will share it on Monday if he's feeling, it'll happen at some point. But good news can be all kinds of things. Just make it a commentary, a narrative, something interesting. So you've been a guest on a podcast, or introducing a new team member to the people. You know, or you're doing something altruistic, something charitable. Here's a couple of examples. We celebrated our 5th birthday as our lead post last month. This is Collective Concepts Accounting, one of our clients. Sorry, there'll be another accountants in the room. They've done meet the team. They lead with that. Sales-ish. So this is where, I mean, you can just say, here's our product, but I don't think that's as persuasive as promoting an event that you're running, doing a did you know, services we offer, problems that we solve, tip of the month, behind the scenes, how we make this project work. Those kind of things are going to be much, much more effective because you don't feel like you're being sold to at that moment. So a couple of examples here, again, Collective Concepts. They've got an event they're running, construction, health and wellbeing, a client of ours. They've got a freebie, so a nice freebie download. Check your health and wellbeing score for your construction company. This is switched on electrical, solar installation, news and tips. It's not selling, but it's just subtly reminding them we deal with solar. So keeping it sales-ish rather than overly salesy. And then finally, the credibility and validation, I think, is the most important bit. Anyone can start a business, launch a website and run a newsletter, but if you've got stuff to prove that you're good at what you do. So the classic that we do all the time is your testimonials, reviews, or a case study with results. If you've written some thought leadership, latest from the blog, industry news, just show that you're kind of, in your industry and understanding it. So some examples here, again, Collective Concepts, latest from the Knowledge Portal, it's a blog. The construction, health and wellbeing, they did a podcast episode with the guy that runs construction for Amazon. So really good credibility building. You can't deny that this lady in the middle, Jenny, my sister-in-law actually, is top dog of health and wellbeing in the construction industry when she's interviewing Amazon on her podcast. A testimonial or Business Leaders Wine Club highlighting a partnership. Again, partnerships prove that credibility and that trust. So it's just thinking outside the box of ways to be trusted. And a few final things to remember before I wrap up. CTAs throughout, so you can have different call to actions throughout your email. Read more, learn more, whatever, but your core CTA always goes at the end, the next best action you want those leads to take. Segmentation is great, I can talk about it for days, but basically, if you on your mailing list you've got both leads and clients, you might want to just split them in half and send different things to two audiences. You're going to have much better effect. Automation, again, it's really easy. We use MailChimp or MailerLite, there's loads of tools out there. Really easy to set up a set of 3 emails. We're doing it for Draw, who's got an event next week. All the attendees will receive a triggered automated email, 3 sequences, dead simple. Build it once, forget about it. Tuesday is the biggest opening day for emails and newsletters. I don't know why. It's about 20% higher than the rest of the week. So send on Monday evening or Tuesday morning. And finally, if you can encourage replies, conversation is everything, engagement is everything. So if you can encourage replies, try and create a conversation with your newsletters. That will be great. That's everything today, some foundational marketing for you. Are there any questions?
Next Tuesday then.
Thanks. Next Tuesday. We've got Dan at the back.
I'll shout. Said about MailChimp and all the other platforms we use. What about WhatsApp newsletters? Yeah.
So, WhatsApp.
Yeah.
It's working.
Yeah. WhatsApp newsletters. Have you come across those?
I haven't come across the newsletters, but general WhatsApp comms. I think it's great. There's platforms that do it all for you, so you can set up your automations and trigger messages. Any way that you can get in front of someone, and the joy of WhatsApp is it's going to trigger a notification on their phone, which is one of the strongest ways of marketing to get in front of someone at that very moment. So yeah, WhatsApp's great.
The WhatsApp newsletters.
Oh.
They're really not bad.
I'm going to have to look into that. I hate it when I don't know everything. Jim, you had a question?
Yeah, I did.
If you say GDPR, I'm going to...
No, I hate GDPR, it's bollocks. What I wanted to talk about was, that it used to be like an 11 o'clock was the best time. Is there a time? I mean, you said Tuesdays, is there a time? Because I don't think there is anymore. There used to be.
Yeah, I mean, we still tend to send mid-morning or mid-afternoon when people are kind of maybe coffee breaking, looking for a little distraction from their work. It really does depend on your audience. You can send on weekends, mid-afternoons, absolutely fine. People are looking for distraction from their families. that kind of thing.
Just
Yeah.
before midnight's a good idea as well, because it wakes people up and it gets their attention.
Yeah, WhatsApp them just before midnight, that's exactly what you want. And just very quickly on GDPR, this is not legal advice, seek your own, but the rules around GDPR are you can email someone if you have a genuine business reason to contact them. So take their business card, add them to your your mailing list. That's what we do. We don't actually ask for permission a lot of the time because we have a genuine business reason to email them. If you buy 10,000 cold emails, that's what the rule is about. You shouldn't be emailing those people without permission. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry, one more question. Hi.
All right, good one, Sam.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any specific words that we shouldn't use in our email or on the subject line?
I could think of a couple.
Increased open rate.
Yeah, I mean, subject lines are a whole nother issue. What's that?
No, I'm going to comment afterwards.
Oh, Jim's got a comment. Yeah, subject lines to try and tease people to open. I hate those ones that trick you, where they say like it's a reply to an email. It's all kind of that starts you off on the wrong foot with the emotional connection with that. So. I don't think there's words you should avoid tricking people into opening the email. Just make sure the content has got something exciting and inject that into your subject line.
For me, it's personalisation. And if you can get the personalisation in the title, that really does increase the open rate.
Yes.
Personalisation in there, bringing. I mean, you guys get emails from me. They're pretty personalised. I get replies thinking that I've actually sat there and typed an email to you. A robot did it. But it works. I mean, look at you here now. But name, company, insert something.
Yeah.
It really helps.
Yeah.
But in the title, it really helps.
In
And
the
also,
subject line.
if a conversation starts and you start replying, if that's a personalised title, it won't get lost in a thread. Yeah.
Clever. I love it.
Not just a pretty face.
Not a pretty face.
I would say not even that.
Face like a busted couch.
A busted couch. Oh, Jim. Thank you very much. I think that's me done. Thank you. Cheers.